A protest that would change the course of history in South Africa. June 16, 1976. Thousands of black students took to the streets to challenge an oppressive system. Many lost their lives on that day. More than 44 years later, young people fall prey to social ills rooted in the unjust history of this country. And now recently, a faceless, deadly enemy, the coronavirus, has become a challenge. The NYDA has created a relief fund to help unburden youth-owned enterprises throughout this period. The agency is now calling on government to assist unemployed youth.
One of the things that the NYDA is reflecting on during this Youth Month is it not necessary to guarantee or give every young person a minimum employment guarantee? Give every young person the dignity associated with work.
Decades later, young people from political formations reflected on what the class of 76 fought for and questioned if the current government is empowering them.
While we celebrate the 44th anniversary of the 1976 Youth Uprising, we understand that we're faced with an abnormal situation and we're under abnormal circumstances where young people are very uncertain about their future. They're not sure if they will end up going back to varsities this year, they'll go back to schools next year. But our message to them is that they must remain determined, like the class of 1976.
We have a broken government and a broken system. The truth of the matter is young people between the ages of 16 to 35 are at risk of never working their entire lives. So this conversation is about the people in power, the people who decide what the priorities are and where the resources go. Join the Dear Youth this month to hold government to account.
We take this time to remember the efforts of June 16, but also to invigorate the youth of South Africa today, to continue to call for the overhaul of white supremacy system, to continue to confront racism in all the spaces that we occupy.
We also want to reflect on the youth of 1976 that it was during this month where they took responsibility of ensuring where the government was not young black people, but our young black people took to the streets in ensuring that they take a leadership role. So we do implore our young people to also play a critical role in this time.
The FF Plus youth of 2020, much like the youth of 76, are frustrated. We are frustrated with our government and with the continual legislation that they impose on us. We are frustrated by the high unemployment rate. And the FF Plus youth of 2020, just like the youth of 76, would like to see change.
We need an inclusion of the current industrial revolution. We need leaders. We are leaderless.
It is time that the youth participate in the informal economy. We are being accused of being a lazy nation. We are being accused of people who do not want to take initiative. But we've got policies that allow foreigners to dominate the local economy.
The youth of today faces many challenges, such as the high level of unemployment, substance abuse, and high level of pregnancy. We urge and we feel the government is not doing much in creating platforms and environment in eradicating this from our society.
The education system is still broken and needs serious emancipation and transformation. We call upon all fellow young people to carry the baton and fight for a total and equal education in our lifetime.
This year's Youth Month will be celebrated under the theme Youth Power, Growing South Africa Together in the period of COVID-19. Much like the youth of 1976, today's youth face its own unique set of challenges. Mounting calls have been made by this generation to be included into the mainstream economy. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Soweto.